What the fuck is this?
So, that Alucard versus Dio match. Oh boy. Death Battle got a few things right with Dio. It's faster than Alucard, and the one thing he has over Alucard is his abilities. Well, his stand abilities, I should say. I see Alucard winning this fight on 2 accounts. So one, Alucard releases all his souls to fight one vampire is stupid to me. It's just absolutely appalling to me, right? Even if he was to release all his vampire souls, Dio wouldn't be able to defeat all 3 million of them at once. Like, absolutely ridiculous there, right? Dio would have to stop time constantly, keep stopping time in order to defeat them. They said they keep fighting on and it would be like a stalemate. Not true, because Dio can die from sunlight while Alucard can still be alive during sunlight. Like when the sun was coming up against his fight with Walter, he didn't seem too weakened despite surviving Alexander Anderson Monster of God form and surviving by a thread when he was impaled by the nail of the true cross. Alucard stated that the sunlight makes him tired, but it never affected his fighting with Walter. Dio would try everything that he can to kill Alucard, but it would fail. And on top of that, Alucard could just drain him of his blood and absorb his soul. Oh, and in truth, if he did that, then his stand ability, the world, would be his. Zaweldo. Also, it's not confirmed that Dio still has his former abilities like his laser eye and his ice abilities, because he did have those abilities when he fought against Jonathan. Now, if he would have fought against Jotaro, maybe it would have been different. So the Alucard not using his millions of souls against Dio would lose. Dio can't really do anything only but to stop time and to attack him. Now, Alucard having omnipresence and being able and absorbing Schrodinger's powers, he can exist everywhere and anywhere as he chooses. So even if he was to die, he would still exist in some point in time, right? Being everywhere and truly nowhere gives him the right to exist, meaning if he could leave existence and come back at any point in time, he can simply take Dio and erase him from time, right? Now, going by what Death Battle did, if Alucard was simply using up all of his souls against Dio, then sure, he would most likely lose. But given how they never used Schrodinger's power, they themselves probably knew Alucard would win. Because with Death Battle, they like to mix up all of the abilities together without using time frames like during or after. But I like to say if Dio was to fight against Alucard and he didn't use up all of his souls, then Alucard wouldn't lose and the fight would continue until the sun came up and Dio would lose. So Dio only has his time-stopping abilities and his laser eye and his ice abilities, and that was during part 1's Dio, not final Dio. And lastly, Death Battle did the exact same thing when it came down to Hulk versus Broly. They power scaled off of Gogeta and completely undermined Broly. But yeah, Alucard is simply stronger than Dio. But now, before I end this video here, if Alucard was to simply read Dio's mind and learn the secrets of the world and cast the perfect illusion onto him, then Dio would just simply lose and stuff. Because like they said before, like there were some things that I can kind of nitpick on and say it was somewhat accurate, but like I said before, they like to simply take everyone's abilities and just merge it together and stuff. And it was kind of tricky on their part to even mention Schrodinger's powers and stuff, because Alucard chooses and he wills himself. Like if he wants to die, he can die and stuff. If he can leave existence and come back, then he can do that. And like I said before, even though it never really happened, but given how he became omnipresent, he can just simply take himself out of existence. And like I said, he can just grab Dio, take him out of existence, and then that's it. Or, see, that's why I said he has 2 ways of defeating him. Well, 3 ways if you think about it. They fight all the way until the sun comes up, Dio dies. He simply reads his mind and truly understand how the world works, and then just take him out of existence. And then he comes back and he's gone or whatever, or he just absorbs his soul, drains him of his blood, and absorb his soul, and then take the stand for himself. So it's like, I kind of see Alucard actually winning this fight, because he wouldn't just release all of his souls just to fight one vampire. And no, like that wouldn't be and stuff. But given how what Death Battle did, it was just like, yeah, Dio is far more superior and far more stronger than Alucard, which is not true at all. He only has the world, and that's it. He doesn't really have any of those abilities and stuff. Because if Death Spider wanted to like compare like Dio and stuff, then you would say part 1 Dio against Alucard, and part 1 Dio would lose completely against, like, he would lose against Alucard. So, and it hasn't been confirmed or not if those abilities he still had, because when everybody was watching like the final fight between Jotaro versus Dio, we didn't see Dio use any of those moves. We just seen him use his raw strength and him just using like the time stopping ability. We haven't seen him use like his laser eye abilities or his freezing abilities, like as if when he got shot with the arrow, it kind of like those abilities just went away in a sense. Like those was like part 1 Dio's abilities. When part I forgot, I think 3, 2, I forgot. But during like the other part, final Dio, I should say, that's when, you know, he was using only like the world and stuff. So like I said, he can't really do anything besides stop time against them. While Alucard has like the 3 ways of defeating Dio, as I said before. So like I said, not undermining Dio and saying that, oh, he's weak or anything. Like, no, like the world is very powerful, but against Alucard, well, yeah, not so much and stuff, not so much. So I feel like they kind of like, I feel like they really did undermine Alucard in a sense. And it was just like, yeah, they just went with the whole, yeah, you see, 3 million souls he's using. See, that's very powerful, right? But no, he has the ability to stop time and can freeze people. And it's just like, I think you guys kind of goofed up here. If they would have left all of that stuff out and just had him use like the time stopping ability against Alucard, I think the results might still probably would have been the same. But given how Death Battle did things and the way they did it, it was like, yeah, they made it seem like Alucard wasn't that strong and Dio was far superior. It was, I wouldn't say it was like a fixed fight in a sense, but it was more like, I don't know, like I guess the research is kind of like nerfed Alucard in a sense, and was just more seeing what Dio was doing and how fast he was moving and stuff. But they kind of forgot like the sheer raw power of what Alucard can actually do, because he's a real vampire, the king, you should say. But yeah, I just wanted to go over a couple of details on how they actually did the fight and stuff. But you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, if you like what you heard you like. You know, please subscribe, share. You know, do all that wonderful stuff. And I'll catch you later.
It's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's